Vito, thanks very much indeed. Well, the ANC's National Executive Committee is currently in a closed-door meeting discussing who will be nominated to the positions of Premier in 8 provinces. Under the party's procedures, the ANC's provinces nominate 3 names to the ANC's NEC for each province. The NEC then decides who will be the premiers in those provinces. The provincial legislature then elects them to that post. At the same time today, the ANC Secretary-General, Ace Magshule, has again denied claims of divisions between himself and ANC leader President Cyril Ramaphosa. Mzwandile Mbeje, our senior political reporter, has been on this story today at the NEC meeting. Mzwandile, good evening.
Good evening.
We'll get it right one day.
Sure, yes.
Any hint yet on who's going to be nominated to these positions in the provinces? How closed door is this closed door meeting?
It is very interesting, Stephen, because as we were still there at the NEC, all chairpersons of those affected provinces, I think, were told to go out. So as the deliberations were continuing inside, I mean, we were standing outside with Makura, Zigalala, Matabata, all of them. Well, they were obviously putting a brave face, but you could sense some nervousness that because they are not sure. I mean, they are the ones, remember, when the provinces forwarded their names were there, and they are part of the NEC. So it's about their future, so they were taken out.
So we're going to talk about you now. Out you go. That must be quite a difficult moment. I imagine if any of them are smokers, they're quite busy. Ace Magshule, the ANC Secretary-General, quite a lot of dynamics around him, a little bit of, I think I'll use this phrase, toing and froing with Fikile Mbalula, the head of elections last week at the Results Operations Centre. You were there, you saw it. And this was all about, you know, the influence that President Ramaphosa might have had on the elections. Magshule had to face you in the media today. What did he say?
Well, it was a very strategic, nice about turn. He is basically saying today, the president of the ANC led the elections, energized the electorate, assisted by the collective. So you can see that they are trying to close the gap. I mean, Mbalula is very direct. He helped us to win. And then earlier, when we were with him at the IEC, he basically said, whatever Mbalula was saying was nonsense because it was the collective. But from what the SG of the ANC was saying today, you could see that he's trying to strike a balance to say, yes, the president had a role to play, but of course the collective was there.
There's a lot of politics to come in the ANC now. There always is in a governing party after an election. So we've got the premiers, we've got the list of people who will go to the National Assembly and the National Council of Provinces, and then we've got cabinet. Let's start with a list of people. I mean, we know it was lodged with the IEC. These are the people who the party said would go to the National Assembly. At this stage, and there was a lot of discussion about whether that list could change. Does it look like it could change?
Well, it's clear, Stephen, that the list that you know is not going to change, at least for now, because they will only discuss whatever the Integrity Commission recommended at the next ordinary NEC meeting. Remember, Parliament is meeting on the 22nd. So obviously they will make adjustments, I guess, here and there, but on the whole, that list that you know is going to Parliament.
And then comes the conversation around cabinet. Are you expecting this to be, I mean, the ANC won, there's no denying that, but are you expecting this to almost be quite a difficult couple of weeks?
That would be very difficult. And the president will have to strike a very delicate balancing act, because he has been given the mandate by the people of South Africa, but through the vehicle, which is the party. I mean, he has the prerogative to decide who must be in the cabinet, but he can never forget that is the party that also got him there. So he will have to have sleepless nights these next few days, consulting, making sure that he at least pleases all sides.
Mzwandile Mbeje, thanks very much indeed. Do appreciate it. Senior political reporter here at the SABC.